a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese. Looking for room, it's Payne. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Houston going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Adams. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Houston wants to play fast. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their... They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
It's complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right on target this time. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give out of the gun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Lets it go to the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Four wide receivers on 2nd and short, guys. The whole playbook at their disposal. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
No, no good. Guys, a missed opportunity. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Flips it out on the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Well, that kid just showed up.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Cougars will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's O'Leary. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quick release on the RPO. Got room at the 35. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Finds a man on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll be stopped. Off the RPO, complete. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Houston going up tempo. The RPO, it's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cougars! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got his man. And runs through another guy. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab.
This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he is finding wide open defenders. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got some room to run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Houston wants to play fast.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for a crease, it's Payne. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's O'Leary. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch.
And he takes it in for the score. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burns. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Houston going up tempo. They'll go right back to him. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And here comes the offense on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well?